question as well. Hi, how are you? Welcome to our company and welcome to our company's technical interview. You are going to do one questionnaire for two sorted lists, as you see in the page, and take your time and just walk me through what your thought process is, and yeah, hope you solve it. You can start
Right.
whenever you're ready.
Okay. Just give me a second, please, and I'll just read the problem and then I'll begin solving it. Okay, so looking at this, we have to merge the two lists. They're sorted. So I think the first, when I'm looking at the examples, example 2 and 3, it seems like they have one of the lists is null. And in example 3, the second list has something in it. So I'm going to add just for that edge case. I'm
Okay.
going to say if list 1 equals null pointer, because yeah, list 1 equals null pointer. I will return list 2. And so if both of them are null, then that should return that as well.
Yeah.
And then I will look at the other one. So when we're merging them, my thought process initially
Mhm.
is we iterate through one list, and then we basically compare the value at the current value to the other one.
Yep.
We see if it's, because it's sorted, we see if it's equal to or greater than it, and then we set that to be the next. So we basically replace the next node to the first item in the list that we're keeping to point to the item from the other list. And then we set that next, or we could set that to the current and then continue on as if it's part of that sorted list. So I don't think I'm explaining it well, but I'll start writing it
No,
up, I guess. And then,
it makes sense actually.
okay. So yeah, I'll start writing that up, I guess. I'll say, I guess I'll keep list 2 and we'll say, okay, if list 1, and we'll say the value in list 1 is equal to the list 2 value, or list 1, oh well, list 1 is equal to it, or, well, actually, I guess it could be less than it. So we should actually add a case for that. So I'll say if it's less than um, the list 2 value or equal to it, then I will say add that to the beginning. I guess we'll make that the new head. We'll try this out and we'll see. So I would say this one. Let's say list 1 next equals list 2. Then we'll iterate, I guess, list 1, or actually, I guess we could recursively do this probably. Merge two lists. I'll just try that for now, and then I guess I'll check at the end if it's so merge two lists, list 1 next, and then list 2 next as well. And then if, or I guess I'll return that actually because I don't know, work. And then if list 1 value is, so the other cases would be if it's greater than, and I already added equal to. It shouldn't matter too much if it's equal to it, if it's before or after. So I'll just say if it's greater than list 2 val, then I will make list two. Okay, so let me think about what I'm going to do here. I'll just talk it through. So we're keeping list two. That's the main list we're adding to. So if the list one value is greater than that, then we're going to say that the current list two value, the next pointer is going to point to the list one value, but we need to preserve what was originally in that next. So I'll actually make a new list node.
Yeah.
And I'll say old next. And we'll say this equals list two next. And then we will say list two next equals list one next. And we'll say list. Okay, wait, let me look at this for a second. So old next equals list two next. List two next now is pointing to the original or the list one item. And then we set list one next equal to old next. And then we have to, I guess, also return this merge to list. I think this would be correct. Again, I'll go over it at the end and we'll see. List two next. Let me just take a look at this for a second. Oh, I guess we would say list two next equals list one, not list one next, I think. And then list one next equals old next. Okay, I think that's what it is. And then so that's if it's less than or equal to or greater than. So what am I missing? So we have the null case, and then I guess I'll look at the example here. 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. So if we have the second list, 1, 3, 4, so it doesn't equal, the first list is not null, so it would go to the second thing. So we're going to the list one value, which is 1. So it is less than or equal to the list two value because it's also 1.
Yeah.
So we would say 1 next is this list two value, which is also 1. Then we return the list, but with the next value in list 1 and the next value in list 2. I guess, should I be incrementing list two every single time? Well, I guess it works here. We'll see if it causes an issue. And then on the next one, we have the value 2 from list 1, and then I guess we're moving to 3. So I guess that would be incorrect. So maybe I don't want to increment list 2. So then when would I increment list 2 to be the next value? That's what I have to think about. I guess not when it's less than that. So I would just do list 2. So then it would return and it would still be this one next equals list 2. Or actually, I guess it would still be that because, or no, it wouldn't. Okay, so we're putting the list one. Sorry, we're putting the list one value before. In this case, what would be the head? So then we're returning the next value in list 1, which is correct. And then we're just going to return the same list 2 value because we inserted behind it. So that I would not increment it there. So then in the next one, we have 2, which is greater than 1. So and we're setting the old next to the next value in list three, which is three, or list two, which is three. List two next equals list one. So now it goes from 1, 1, 2, and then it goes 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we return it again. And this time, so currently list two would be that two value, but we're actually going to increase it again. And do I need to increase list two in this one also? I don't know. I think so. I think I would, because we have to keep increasing it to get through list two and make sure that the values are equivalent. Although I guess, well, yeah, we would, because we're inserting here, we're inserting the item next instead of before the list two value. So we would also increment that. So that should be correct, but I feel like I'm missing something. So I guess I'll just take a look at it. And actually, I should add. I guess I'll add like this return list two also, because we're going to do that at the end anyway, because list two is the one we're keeping. Okay, and then we have to return the head of the list, but because I'm using recursion, I'm not changing list two, or I'm not changing it to be the list two head. But I guess if I'm returning, maybe I should save the list two head value. I don't know. Okay, I mean, I think that's it. I feel like I'm missing something, but I guess that's probably my final answer. So
Okay. Looks great. I mean, you use the recursive method, and it's good. But if you only use the third if you go there,
Mhm.
if you use just else, it'll just return the rest of it as a merge to list.
Oh, so you're saying use a else instead of that if statement?
Yeah, because like I think that's not the only cases,
Yeah, yeah, that
if
makes
that makes
sense. Yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, it looks good to me. Yeah, I mean, is that your final answers?
Um, yeah, yeah. I'll submit that, and I already committed to it, I guess. So I'll see the correction, but obviously got that if statement missing something. So
Yeah, good. looks great. All right. You used how do I say this? Do you know how many times we?
Oh,
I didn't keep track on it.
it may say at the top because you're the host, it may show how much time you have left because it's like if it has a limited time, I'm not sure.
All right. You did well on the codes. I see nothing wrong there. What you could improve is ask some questions if you're kind of stuck on it. But I didn't see you really stuck on anything. But if you're like kind of like not sure what the
Mhm.
problem is meant to be, just ask the instructor, and that's about it. You did really good, and this will be our quiz 5 interview, technical interview, and we're done. Thank you.
All right, thank you.